Salam Prep Secondary School's Language Department, Math of 6th Primary. Unit 1, The Ratio. Lesson 1, The Meaning of Ratio. The ratio is a method used for comparing between two quantities or two numbers of the same type and the same units. The ratio is used for comparing between two numbers. When I compare between two numbers, then I make a ratio. When I compare between two numbers, then I make a ratio. When I compare between two amounts of money, then I make a ratio. A ratio is used for comparing between two amounts of money, for example, or two ages. The ratio is used for comparing between two weights, and so on. Then the ratio is a way or a method to compare between two numbers or two quantities of the same type and the same units. When I compare between two amounts of money, I must compare between pounds and pounds or dollars and dollars. When I compare between two ages, I must compare between years and years, days and days. The two amounts must have the same units. Observe that the ratio has no units. The ratio has no units at all because it is a comparison between two quantities or two numbers, so the ratio has no units at all. Observe that the ratio is like a fraction. The ratio is exactly like a fraction. Any fraction consists of numerator and denominator. Any fraction consists of two numbers, numerator and denominator. The ratio equals first number over second number. Another way to write first number to second number. First number to second number. Or by another way, first term over second term. First term over second term. Or first term to second term. First term to second term. The first number or the first term are called antecedent of the ratio. First number or first term are called antecedent of the ratio. Second number or the second term are called consequent of the ratio. Second number or second term are called consequent. Then the ratio equals antecedent to consequent. Antecedent to consequent. Examples complete. The ratio between 30 and 36. Observe that 30 is the first number of the ratio. 30 is the first term of the ratio. 30 is the antecedent of the ratio. And 36 is the consequent of the ratio. 36 is the second number or the second term. So I write it as a fraction, 30 over 36. 30 over 36. I can't convert the two numbers. 30 is the first term in the numerator. 36 is the second term in the denominator. Observe that two numbers are divisible by 2, 3, or 6. But we prefer table 6 because I can't make a lot of steps, so I'll divisible by 6. Divided by 6 in the numerator, divided by 6 in the denominator. So it will be 30 divided by 6, it will be 5. 36 divided by 6. Can you answer? Yes, very good, equals 6. 5 over 6 in the simplest form. 5 over 6 in the simplest form. Because there is no common table, 5 over 6 in the simplest form, we can write it as a ratio 5 to 6. 5 over 6 means 5 to 6. Another new example, my dear students. The ratio between 20 and 50. The ratio between 20 is the first number. So I write 20 in the numerator to 50. I can write it as a fraction or a ratio, 20 to 50. Both the two methods are correct. Both of the two methods are correct. Over or to. 20 to 50. 20 and 50 aren't in the simplest form. Excellent. So 20 and 50 are divisible by 2. Yes. Divisible by 5. Divisible by 10. What we will choose now? I think table 10, yes, because it's the large number between them. The largest common table between them is 10. So we will write divided by 10. 20 divided by 10 equals 2. I write 2 below 20. 50 divided by 10 equals 5. I write 5 below 50. 2 and 5 are in the simplest form because there is no common table between them. So the ratio in the simplest form is 2 to 5. Another example. The ratio between 5.4 and 2.7. Remember, my dear students, the two terms of the ratio must be integers. The two terms of the ratio must be whole numbers. 5.4 is the first term, so I write it at the first. 5.4 to 2.7. I must convert the two decimal numbers into whole pure numbers. I must convert the two decimal numbers as two whole pure numbers without point. 5.4, the point is after one digit. 2.7, the point is after, yes, one digit. What we will do now, I think we will multiply the two numbers by 10. Very good. Why will we do that? 5.4 times 10, you will get 54. 2.7 times 10, you will get 27. So the two terms of the ratio must multiply in the same number. I can't multiply the first term by 10 and the second term by 100. The two terms of the ratio must multiply at the same number. So both of the two terms of the ratio will multiply by 10 to convert both of them into two whole pure numbers. 5.4, as we said, times 10, it will be 54. 2.7 times 10, it will be 27. Remember, the two terms of the ratio must be whole numbers and in the simplest form. You must simplify the two terms of the ratio in the simplest form. 54 and 27 are divisible by, yes, very good, divisible by 3. Both of them are divisible by 3. But there is a large common table. Yes, they are divisible by 9. So I'll write divided by 9. 54 divided by 9 equals 6. Excellent. 27 divided by 9, you will get 3. Excellent. 6 and 3 aren't in the simplest form. What am I to do? Yes, they are divisible by 3. So I write divided by 3. 6 divided by 3, it will be 2. Write 2 below 6. 3 divided by 3, you will get, yes, 1. You write 1. 2 and 1 are in the simplest form. There is no common table between them, so 2 to 1 in the simplest form. Another new example. Complete the ratio between 3.2 and 0.64. Observe the two terms of the ratio, my dear students, are decimal numbers. Both of the two terms of the ratio are decimal numbers because they contain decimal point. What we will do now, as we said before, the two terms of the ratio must be whole pure numbers. There is no decimal or mixed numbers. The two terms of the ratio must be integers. 3.2, you write it at the first term. 0.64 in the second term. You can't converse the two terms. Remember that. 3.2, it needs multiplying by, yes, multiplying by 10. Excellent. 0.64 needs multiplying by, yes, 100. The first term, 3.2, the point is after one digit. After one digit needs multiplying by 10. To make it a whole number, you need to multiply it by 10. The second term, 0.64, the point is after 2 digits. So you need to multiply it by 100 to convert it into whole pure number. What we will do now? Multiplying by 10 or multiplying by 100? Yes, excellent. I think multiplying by 100 will solve the problem. Because 0.64, if you multiply it by 10, you will get 6.4. And it is not a whole number. So we will multiply both of them by 100. 3.2 times 100, you will get 320. Very good. 0.64 times 100, you will get, very good, 64. Remember, 320 and 64 aren't in the simplest form. Both of them are divisible by 8. So you will write divided by 8. 320 divided by 8, you will get, yes, 40. 64 divided by 8, you will get 8. 40 and 8 aren't in the simplest form. Observe that 40 and 8 are divisible by 2, and divisible by 4, and divisible by 8. We will choose the largest number, 8. You are right, divided by 8. 40 divided by 8, it will be 5. 8 divided by 8, it will be 1. 5 and 1, of course, are in the simplest form. So, the ratio in the simplest form, 5 to 1. Find the following ratios in the simplest form. Number A, 1 over 8 to 3 over 4. As we said before, my dear students, that the two terms of the ratio must be whole numbers. The two terms of the ratio must be whole numbers. So we'll convert the two fractions into two whole numbers. 1 over 8, 2, we will convert 2 into divided operation. We will convert 2 into divided by. Because as we said before, the ratio is like the fraction. 1 over 8, the first term, divided by the second term, 3 over 4. From the last year, we said before the two fractions, 1 over 8 divided will convert into, yes, times. The divided operation, the division operation will convert into multiplication operation. Times 4 over 3. 1 over 8 times 4 over 3 by calculator, you will get 1 over 6. 1 over 6 means 1 to 6. So the ratio in the simplest form will be 1 to 6. Number B, 2 and a quarter and 2 over 3. The first term here is a mixed number, and the second term is a fraction. We must convert the two mixed numbers or the two fractions into two whole numbers. 2 and a quarter means 9 over 4, because 4 times 2 equals 8, plus 1 equals 9 over 4. We converted the mixed number into improper fraction. And means 2, because it's a ratio, so and means 2. Write the other fraction, 2 over 3. Remember, 2 means divided. 2 means divided. 9 over 4 divided by 2 over 3. From the fifth primary, 9 over 4 times 3 over 2. Remember that way. 9 over 4 divided by 2 over 3 will convert into 9 over 4 times 3 over 2. By the calculator, you will get 27 over 8. Or by another way, 27 to 8. Number C, 3 and 2 over 5 to 1 and a quarter. Observe the two terms of the ratio are mixed numbers. The two terms of the ratio are mixed numbers. So you must convert each of them into two whole numbers. We will convert the mixed numbers first into improper fractions. 5 times 3, 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. 17 over 5. 2 means divided. Yes, very good. 1 1/4, you will convert it into improper fraction. 4 times 1 equals 4, plus 1 equals 5. So 1 1/4 equals 5 over 4. Very good. Convert the divided into multiplication operation. 17 over 5 times 4 over 5. Yes, 17 over 5 times 4 over 5. By the calculator you will get 68 over 25. Observe the calculator, the result in the simplest form. The result of the calculator will be in the simplest form. 68 over 25 means 68 to 25. Complete the ratio between the area of a square of 6 cm side length and a rectangle whose dimensions are 4 and 6 centimeters is space. Observe that the ratio between the two areas of the two shapes. The first shape is a square. The area of a square, can you remember the rule? Excellent. Side length times side length. Area of a square equals side length times side length. Substitute now. 6 times 6 equals 36 centimeters square. The area of rectangle equals, excellent, length times width. Substitute. 6 times 4 equals 24 centimeters square. The ratio now between area of a square at the first, remember area of the square is the first, so 36 to 24. 36 and 24 aren't in the simplest form, so they are divisible by 2 because they are even numbers. They are also divisible by 3. Excellent. Divisible by 6. And they are also divisible by 12. Okay, we will divide both of them by 12. Right, divided by 12. 36 divided by 12 equals 3. 24 divided by 12 equals 2. So the ratio in the simplest form, 3 to 2. Another example, a square of 5 cm side length and an equilateral triangle whose side length 5 centimeters. The ratio between their perimeters is space. Observe that the ratio between their perimeters. So we will find the perimeter of the square. The first shape is a square, so we will find the perimeter of the square. Remember the rule, don't forget to write it. Perimeter of a square equals, excellent, side length times 4. Substitute, 5 times 4 equals 20 centimeters. The perimeter of equilateral triangle, you know the equilateral triangle, all its sides are equal in length. The 3 sides of the equilateral triangle are equal in length. So the perimeter of equilateral triangle, side length times 3. Substitute 5 times 3. You will get 15 centimeters. Now you can find the ratio. The first shape is a square. Observe the order of the shapes. Observe the order of the shapes. The first shape is a square. So we write 20 to 15. 20 and 15 are divisible by 5. When one of the two numbers contains 0 in the units digit or 5, it will be divisible by 5. 20 and 15 are divisible by 5. You will write divided by 5. 20 divided by 5, you will get 4. 15 divided by 5, you will get 3. 4 and 3 are in the simplest form. So the ratio in the simplest form is 4 to 3. If the area of a rectangle is 60 centimeter square and its width is 6 centimeter, so the ratio between the length and width is space. The ratio between length and width. Width is 6, but we must have the length. Length of rectangle equal, can you remember the rule? Yes, area divided by width. Again, length of rectangle equal area divided by width. Substitute now. 60 divided by 6. You will get 10 centimeters. Length of rectangle equals 10 centimeter. The ratio now between length and width. Length is 10. We will write 10 at the first. Observe the order of words. Length in the first, width in the second. Length is 10 to width is 6. 10 to 6. 10 and 6, the two numbers are even numbers, so they are divisible by 2. Write divided by 2. 10 divided by 2, you will get 5. 6 divided by 2, you will get 3. 5 and 3 in the simplest form, so the ratio 5 to 3. Complete. The side lengths of two squares are 6 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Then the ratio between their perimeters is space. The perimeter of the first square, my dear students, yes, side length times 4. Perimeter of a square equals side length times 4. Substitute. 6 times 4 equals 24 centimeters. The perimeter of the second square, don't forget to write the rule, side length times 4. So 5 times 4 equals 20 centimeters. Don't forget to find the ratio. The ratio between the two perimeters, the first number is 24 to the second number is 20. 24 and 20 are divisible by 2 because they are even numbers, and they are divisible by 4. We will choose 4. So not to make a lot of steps, we will choose divided by 4. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. 6 and 5 are in the simplest form, so the ratio will be 6 to 5. Exercises Unit 1, Lesson 1, page 5 in the school book. Number 1, write the ratio between the two numbers 21 and 9 in the simplest form. Observe that the two numbers 21 and 9 are the two terms of the ratio. 21 is the first number, so I write it as the first term, 21 over 9, or 21 to 9. Both of the two methods are correct. 21 and 9 are divisible by 3, so we write divided by 3. 21 divided by 3, it will be 7. 9 divided by 3, it will be 3. 7 and 3 in the simplest form. So the ratio in the simplest form will be 7 to 3. Number 2, complete the following table. The first column, antecedent. The second column, consequent. The third column, the form of the ratio. When the antecedent of the ratio is 3 and the consequent is 5, the ratio will be 3 over 5, or 3 to 5. When the antecedent of the ratio will be 7 and the consequent is 10, the ratio will be 7 over 10, or 7 to 10. When the form of the ratio is 7 over 5, so 7 the antecedent of the ratio, 5 is the consequent of the ratio. 7 over 5 means 7 to 5. When the ratio in the form of 3 over 11 or 3 to 11, the antecedent is 3 and the consequent is 11. Question 3. Write the ratio between the two numbers of each of the following in the simplest form. Number A, 19 over 114. You will write as a ratio or a fraction 19 to 114. 19 is a prime number. Observe that 19 is a prime number. So it will divide it by itself. You will divide them by 19 because 19 is a prime number only divisible by itself. You will write divided by 19, so 19 divided by 19, it will be 1. 114 divided by 19, it will be 6. You can find the result using calculator. 114 divided by 19, you will get 6. To check your answer, on the calculator, write the fraction way. Write 19 in the numerator, 114 in the denominator. Now write equal with calculator. You will get 1 over 6. 1 over 6 in the simplest form means 1 to 6. Number B, 36 over 72. You can write it as a fraction and simplify the fraction, or by the ratio way. Both of the two ways are correct. 36 to 72. Observe that 36 and 72 are even numbers, so they are divisible by 2. 36 and 72 are also divisible by 9. Yes, very good. They are divisible by 9. You can write divided by 9, but I think there is a large number. 36, yes, they are divisible by 36. Divided by 36, so 36 divided by 36, you will get 1. And 72 divided by 36, you will get 2. I think 1 and 2 in the simplest form. So the ratio 36 over 72 will be 1 to 2. Number 4. In one of the classes of the first grade, the number of boys is 15 pupils and the number of girls is 20 pupils. Calculate number A, the ratio between the number of boys and the number of girls. The number of boys is 15, so you will write 15. 2, the number of girls is 20. The second term will be 20. 15 and 20 are divisible by 5. So you will write divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. 3 and 4 are in the simplest form. So the ratio in the simplest form will be 3 to 4. Number B, the ratio between the number of girls and all pupils. Number of girls is the first word, so it is the antecedent of the ratio. Number of girls is 20. 2. All pupils. All pupils means the sum of number of boys and number of girls. So the number of pupils, you can add this step. 15 plus 20. 15 plus 20 equals 35. The number of pupils in the class is 35 pupils. The ratio will be, observe the order. Observe the order, you can converse the two terms of the ratio. 20 to 35. Both of the two numbers are divisible by, excellent, divisible by 5. So you write divided by 5. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. 35 divided by 5, it will be 7. 4 and 7 in the simplest form, so the ratio between the two numbers is 4 to 7. Number C, the ratio between the number of boys and number of pupils. Number of pupils, as we said, it is the sum of two numbers of boys and girls. You can add this step. 15 plus 20 equals 35 pupils. There is 35 pupils in the class. The ratio now between number of boys at the first, so we'll write 15 to 35. 15 and 35, of course, they are divisible by 5. So write divided by 5. 15 divided by 5, you will get 3. 35 divided by 5, you will get 7. 3 and 7 in the simplest form. So the ratio between number of boys and number of all pupils will be 3 to 7. Question 5. Write each of the following in its simplest form. Number A, 2.5 to 5.75. Observe the two terms of the ratio are decimal numbers, so you must convert both of them into two whole pure numbers. We will convert the two terms of the ratio into two whole pure numbers without a decimal point. 2.4, the point is after one digit, so it needs multiplying by 10. The second term, the point is after two digits, so it needs multiplying by 100. Of course, yes. What we will do now, multiplying by 10 or multiplying by 100? Yes, multiplying by 100. We will choose the greatest one. Multiplying by 100. Remember, we will choose the greatest number. Okay, I'll think we multiply them by 100. 2.5 times 100, you will get 250. 5.75 times 100, you will get 575. So the two decimal numbers converted into two whole pure numbers without point. But remember the simplification. 250 and 575 are divisible by, excellent, they are divisible by 5. Write divided by 5. 250 divided by 5, you will get 50, excellent. 575 divided by 5, you will get 115. 50 and 115 are divisible by 5 also. Okay, 50 divided by 5 equals 10. 115 divided by 5 equals 23. 10 and 23 in the simplest form. There is no simplifying at all now. So the ratio in the simplest form is 10 to 23. To verify your answer, in the calculator, you will write the fraction. Write the fraction way. Write 2.5 in the numerator. Write 5.75 in the denominator. And write equal. You will get, as in the simplest form, 10 over 23. 10 over 23 means 10 to 23. As the answer it was 10 to 23. Question 6. Express the ratio between 8 and 12 by two methods. Observe the first method is the ratio. 8 and 12, 8 to 12. We will convert the word and into 2. 8 to 12. 8 is the first term, 12 is the second term. 8 and 12 are even numbers, so they are divisible by 2. And they also divisible by 4. So we write divided by 4. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 2 and 3 in the simplest form, so the result will be 2 to 3. The second way, by the fraction. 8 and 12, write it as a fraction 8 over 12. We said that they are divisible by 4, 2 and 4, but we prefer 4, of course. So 8 divided by 4 equals 2. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. 2 over 3 in the simplest form. Question 7. In the opposite figure, complete. Number A. The number of colored parts to all parts. Let's count the colored parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There is 6 colored parts. Write 6, 2. All parts. Observe that the number of all parts, count. Yes, 12 parts. 6 to 12. Remember, the ratio must be in the simplest form. 6 and 12 are even numbers. They are divisible by 2. They are divisible by 3 also. But there is a large table. Yes, table 6. So we write divided by 6. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. Excellent. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. 1 and 2 in the simplest form, so the ratio will be 1 to 2. Number B, the number of non-colored parts to all parts. How many non-colored parts? Non-colored parts or the white parts? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6, 2. The all parts is 12. 6 and 12 are divisible by 6. Yes. Write divided by 6. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. 1 and 2 in the simplest form, so the ratio in the simplest form will be 1 to 2. Number C, the number of colored parts to number of non-colored parts. There are 6 colored parts and 6 non-colored parts. So the ratio will be, yes, 6 to 6. 6 and 6 are of course divisible by 6. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. 6 divided by 6 equals 1. So the ratio will be in the simplest form 1 to 1.